Guys, let's see who we are versing today. Alright, Terran. So against Terran, this is my favorite early unit composition. 2 roaches, 2 banelings, and 6 zerglings. Make sure that you've got roaches at the front so that the roaches can tank. The problem with this composition is when they go mass Marauders early game, they're going to just erase those 2 roaches at the front, and they can easily deal with the Zerglings and Banelings, but it looks like they haven't picked anything yet. I'm just going to put down 5 Zerglings at the front to prevent them from getting mass Marauders. It looks like they've got 1 Marauder, which is fine, so Zerglings can easily tank it. So Zerglings are the best tank against Marauders because Marauders have very slow attack speed. So as we just expected, they're getting mass Marauders. So just place these Zerglings at the front, like meat shield, you know, and let the roaches do the dealing behind. Okay, gonna get some more roaches and banelings.
Mutation complete.
Cool. Alright, Banelings melting their front line, which is good. Alright. Now it's good that we've put all these Zerglings at the front so that our banelings don't get melted by the fire beds. It's good that we've got some Zerglings at the front so that they do some of the tank before the banelings hit them. Nice. And we've got some Zerglings at the back to tank the Marauders. So both of their units can attack ground units only. So we might want to mix some Mutalisks into our unit composition later on. Let's get some more roaches.
We require more.
Let's get some Mutalisk as well. They've got nothing to counter our Mutalisks, so which is good. Once we get Mutalisks, they will start getting Marines, but it's okay because we've got enough roaches at the moment to tank our tank against the Marines. Nice. See, they've got 1 Marine at the back, 2. So I think I see 2. It's good that we've won that wave. Right, let's get some more banelings to counter their Marines. I don't think this guy's gone. This guy's gassed up yet. Just by the looks of the amount of units that he spawns, I don't think he's gotten either level 3, tier 3 or gas. So we're just going to play with him, play along with him, and place more units on the ground. Right, seems like we need more banelings to counter those leftover marines, but We've got enough roaches at the back to deal. We've got a Hydra and some Lurkers as well. Okay, so we might want to switch over to Lurkers.
We require more
Because as I mentioned in the previous video, in mid-game, Lurkers are essential. So it's already 5 minutes past, so we'll start getting Lurkers. We'll add some more Banelings and Zerglings. I don't think that Lurker's doing anything, probably because we haven't upgraded skill yet. Alright, so we're seeing a Medivac. We've got 4 Mutalisks to counter the Medivac, but we might want to get some Corruptors later on. Because Medivacs are very easy to stack, so we do not want that to happen, where Mutalisks just ignore the Medivac and just go forward.
We require.
So we'll get a Corruptor. Cool. So it's good that we've kept on placing Zerglings and Banelings on our field, so that we're literally melting the ground units. Look at that, beautiful. Look at that. Nice. Alright, now the Corruptor can only attack air units. So the Corruptor will stay there and attack those air units. So it's important to place at least 2 Corruptors on the field. Alright, so the rule of thumb is, if Terrans have 3 air units, so they've got 2 Medivacs and 1 Raven, it's important to keep your number of Corruptors the same as their units.
We require.
So I'll add another Corruptor there. You can see more than 3 on the screen now, but it's because they've been stacked. But those stacked units will easily be deleted by our air units. See? That's good. We're doing pretty well here. Okay, we'll gas up, because we're doing pretty well. Nice.
We require.
Alright, let's get another Lurker. Looks like we're not going to make it here. Okay, so we're getting pushed now. That's because we haven't got enough Lurkers. So what we need to do in this situation is we have to spam Lurkers so that they can stack in front of our bunker. So we're going to save up our minerals to get more Lurkers. Okay, so we're kind of in a bad situation. I think we're going to lose that bunker in the next wave. But that's okay, we still have a chance, because we kept on adding our gases. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to keep on adding Lurkers, keep on stacking Lurkers, because Lurkers have the longest range for attacking ground units. And they attack AoE in a straight line, so they can attack multiple units at once. So we're gonna keep on adding Lurkers. Lurkers are pretty expensive, so we'll have to save up quite a lot of minerals, to be honest. But it's definitely worth it at the end. So it's 10 minutes past. We're slowly getting into a late game. Terran might be going tier 3 by now. But that's alright, we've got 3 corruptors on the field already. We're not worried about the air at the moment, because our air is pretty good. We just need to work on the ground. See how corruptors, they don't die easily? So we've got 4 lurkers already. Seems like we're slowly pushing, but we'll have to see. Okay, we're doing massive damage to the ground units. Okay, it seems like we can push really soon.
We require more.
Alright, let's get out the lurker. Okay, now we've got 5 lurkers. So at this point, Zerglings, our Zerglings, Banelings, and Roaches are pretty much tanking for the lurkers. So our main dealer here, our main dealers are lurkers, and Zerglings and Roaches are just pretty much tanking, while the lurkers are doing the damage at the back. Alright, let's get another lurker. We've got 6 lurkers at the moment. Alright, they forgot to scan. They forgot to scan. Because we've got corruptors attacking ravens. Ravens cannot move forward. That's why marines and murders are just walking past the lurkers. So it's important to keep our air units sturdy so that our lurkers can do the damage from the back. See? Okay, so we have won the ground now. So we will be pushing from now on. So from here, we're going to upgrade all of our Zerglings and Baneling skills. So remember, when you are getting pushed, when the enemy is pushing your lane, you have to stack your units by placing long-range units like Lurkers. But now, since we're pushing, we want to upgrade and get more tanking units. Okay? And only get an infestor if you are pushing. Alright, see how the Lurkers are doing insanely amount of damage at the back? See? They're all melting like butter. That's what we are looking for. Let's get another Corruptor, because we have quite a lot of Medivacs on the field. Let's clear those up. And we're going to get ready for our Tier 3. The reason that we're upgrading Tier 3 rather than getting another guess is because they might start getting Vikings, because Vikings are hard counters for Corruptors. So what we want to do is we want to get Tier 3, then get Vipers to counter the Vikings. Right, so we're in a very good situation now. Okay, so it seems like the opponent has decided to choose tanks. Now tanks are not a bad idea because, of course, tanks have really long range, so he's trying to stack ground. But remember, to dominate the game, you need a strong air. You need strong air units. So at this moment we have won the air for sure, because all they have is a Raven and Medivacs. They don't have any units that can actually attack. So we've got a Viper now. Nice.
complete.
We're in a very good situation right now. Alright. Let's get some more banelings. So it's really important to place a few banelings and zerglings each wave, because the opponent will be getting more marines and marauders as well. So we need to counter them.
Metamorphosis complete.
Nice. Okay, so they've got Thor down. The Lurkers can counter Thor. We've got enough Zerglings. Zerglings and Lurkers counter Thor. But we don't really have to worry about Thor at this moment. So we're pretty much countering every unit that they have. So we're just going to place our basic units. Zerglings and banelings. Our Lurkers are doing a significant amount of damage from the back, which is good. Okay, let's get another Lurker. Yeah, we might need some more banelings. We might need some more banelings there on. Because most of the banelings there are wasted against those Thors and tanks. Because they are armored units, our banelings don't do enough damage and they're just wasted. We want our banelings to be used against marines and firebats. Great. See, so they've got 3 Ravens and 3 Medivacs. We've got 5 Corruptors at the moment. So it's important, as I said before, it's important to match the number of their air units with our air units. With our Corruptors. So the reason that I'm going Mutalisks is because when they start stacking Vikings, our Mutalisks can tank for our Corruptors. So I've just put some Mutalisks down there just as a preventive purposes. Oh, Lurkers, pretty tanky. Okay, nice. Beautiful. We still got like 7 Lurkers at the back. Alright, let's get some more basic units. Alright, so some of you might wonder why, when we upgrade our attack and armor. When you want to hard push, so when it is time for you to, if your lane is getting pushed, but if you want your lane to push back, that's when you want to upgrade. So at this point, our range attack and our defense, our armored are level 3. Which is good because in that way we are able to be pushed easily. They've started getting liberators now, but we've got enough quarters, so that's fine. So it's really important to counter Terran's units as soon as possible. So what I mean is, you want to place units before they place. You will have to predict what they will be placing before you place your units down. But just by looking at my unit composition, so think of it as their perspective. Just think that you are the opponent, then you can easily figure out which units to play against. So that's how I usually play when I play this game. So I've got pretty much every single unit down except for Queens. So it's late game now, it's already 20 minutes past. So at this point, you can't really predict their next move, but just to place more units as we play. So if your ground units are getting pushed, you need to place more ground units down. And vice versa. If your air units are getting pushed, you put more air units down. So it seems like the air units are getting stacked because of the Vikings. We need to place down more Vipers. Let's get another Viper.
We require more minerals.
Okay, we're doing pretty well here. Lurkers are still alive. We might be able to stack our Lurkers. Nice, okay. That's what we are looking for. We've got about 10 to 12 Lurkers on the ground, which will melt the ground units. And we've got 4 Vipers as well, which will counter the air units. But we're doing pretty well here. Nice, okay. Alright, so I've got 2 Vipers at the front and 3 at the back. That is because we do not want to use unnecessary skills on the previous wave. So the first 2 Vipers will use the skills on the current wave to clear them up. And once they've been cleared, our backline Vipers will use their skills to the next wave. Because I've set them automatic, the skills to be used automatic, so because I don't want to micro them individually. Nice. See their Vikings at the back. So the Vikings will be cleared up. It seems like all of our Vipers use their skills on the first line, but that's fine. Alright, so we're doing pretty well here. Okay, that's tier 5. It's always important to save up your mineral to upgrade your weaponry armory. those give you those upgrades give you a movement speed, attack speed to all of your units. So it's really important to get those upgrades in time. Okay, let's get another Viper. It seems like their Viking lines are at the top, so I placed one down at the top. Let's get some more Zerglings at the back as well, just to counter their backline Thors and tanks. Okay, let's get another Infestor. So I reckon 3 to 4 Infestors are the most that you need. Because the parasitic bombs, they don't stack. So to make the most out of the Infestors, you just need 3 or 4 well spread out, so that the parasitic bombs can go to all of the units. Okay, let's get some more Mutalisks. Seems like their Vikings are getting stacked.
We require more minerals.
Mutalisks are the counters for the Vikings. Vikings counter Corruptors, but our Mutalisks counter Vikings.
We require more minerals.
Alright, so we've fully gassed up, we've fully upgraded our ground units, so let's upgrade our air units as well. Alright, so we're doing pretty well here. We're starting to reach for the Nexus now. Let's get some more. Let's get some Hydras now. Hydras are super good late game when they get upgrades, the weaponry armory upgrades, because their attack speed will be insanely fast. So Hydras are like the best unit for super late game. So we're soon getting into 30 minutes into the game. That's hard for late game, so we might want to slowly get some Hydras. Alright, at this point it's pretty much impossible for the Terrans to push unless they stack heaps amount of battlecruisers. These battlecruisers are like their best unit that they can ever get. Unless they stack their battlecruisers, there's no way they can push our lane. It seems like at this point, it would take quite a lot of time for them to stack battlecruisers. So I'm not so worried about that. So I can see there's one battlecruiser, bottom of the screen. But it's already too late, brother. It's already too late. So our ground units are really strong. I mean, look at the amount of Lurkers we have. We've got 8 Lurkers right now. They can hardly push. See how the battle cruisers teleport to the back of the line? That's how battle cruisers are super good to stack. Okay, nice. GG. Cool, that's the end of the video. Let's have a quick look at the stats. Alright. Cool, that looks like a pretty good line.